I'd like to call this meeting to order. Please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
City Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Mayor Whitteman,
Here.
Alderman Detweiler,
Here.
Alderman Gettlemeyer,
Here.
Alderman Johnson,
Here.
Alderman Nay,
Here.
Alderman Waters,
Here.
Alderman Wilson,
I'm present.
quorum is present.
Thank you. As we get moving forward this evening, we're going to start with something special here. We have a special guest in the audience tonight. Miss Katie Taphouse has just retired from 33 years of teaching, and in recognition of that, I've elected to present a proclamation. So I will read that here before presentation, and I will stand to do so. Whereas the city of Dardenne Prairie has a tradition of honoring those who have been instrumental in forming and serving our community and shaping the lives of our future generations. And whereas Katie Taphouse started teaching in 1993 and has dedicated 33 years of her life to the education, mentorship, and development of countless students throughout her distinguished career in public education. And whereas Katie began her career at DeSoto High School in 1993 as an English teacher, 1994 to 96 in Fredericktown High School, 1996 to 1999 in Fort Zumwalt South Middle School, 1999 to 2006 in Frisco Middle School in Frisco, Texas, and 2006 to 2026, the last 20 years at Fort Zumwalt West Middle School. And whereas throughout her career, Katie had the ability to recognize when a student was struggling or failing behind and built trust with her students so she could help them succeed. And whereas her retirement marks not only the conclusion of a remarkable professional journey, but also a legacy of service that will continue to influence the lives of many for years to come. Now, therefore, I, Keith Whitteman, Mayor of the City of Dardenne Prairie, and on behalf of the Board of Aldermen, wish Katie Taphouse all the very best in the future and warmest wishes for a wonderful, well-deserved retirement. So proclaimed this third day of June, 2026. Well, since we've identified that there is no dog park on the agenda tonight, if you did come for the proclamation, we're not going to have our feelings hurt if you decide to break a little early, but in that spirit, we'll move on either way, so. Okay, next up on the agenda is the consent agenda. Does anybody have any questions or concerns on the consent agenda?
Motion to approve consent agenda.
Motion by Mark, second by Laura, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? None heard. The consent agenda is approved. Moving on to public comment. City Clerk, do we have anybody here to speak in public comment?
We do. Mike Faulkner.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Members of the board, for the record, my name is Mike Faulkner. I'm Vice President of Sterling Engineering, offices at 5055 New Baumgartner, St. Louis, 63129. I'm here tonight to answer any questions that the board may have regarding Bill 26-21. Along with me is members of the Blue Onyx development team and their architect.
Thank you, Mr. Faulkner. Board has any questions, we can address that during the business section before the final reading. Anybody else?
Cheryl Bratton.
Cheryl Bratton, 620 Cruden Bay Court. For once, I don't have a piece of paper in front of me, and I have three things. First of all the time, I'm harping about the grass. That same stretch of grass on Feisty, it's basically now right where the veterinary hospital stop is, and it stretches down toward Inverness subdivision. Went through this a couple times last year. It remains unmowed, and the developer is not mowing that empty lot that's sitting there next to the hospital either. Secondly, I was driving around the other day, and I don't know how this kind of came to my attention, but are you aware of the number of trash enclosures that there are in the city on commercial property that are left open all the time, completely unsecured? There's a stack of pallets sitting behind Macadoodles. I don't know why they're allowed to do that. I don't know why the Indian restaurant down here on Bryan is allowed to have their trash enclosures wide open. But it seems to me that just from a standpoint of aesthetics and making the city more presentable looking to the rest of the world, some of that needs to be addressed. And the last one is fishing. I don't know how many people are aware of the fact that the public libraries, in conjunction with the Department of Natural Resources, have fishing equipment available. They have tackle boxes, they have poles. All you need is a library card. And we go there quite a bit when the grandkids are in town to get them some gear because we are not fishermen, but they think they are. So that's just one more thing that I think everybody needs to be aware of. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Bratton. Anybody else?
Joel King.
Joel King, 2 Toussaint Drive. The pictures that I'm passing around that you'll be able to look at is my property and partially part of the city, county, I don't know whose property it is, that butts up to Stump Road that was redone. And as you can tell, it hasn't been finished. It's been like that since Stump Road. They killed all my pine trees. I had to replace them. And now it still looks like that. I keep complaining about it. And I hear something about, well, that's your property. We can't fix something if it's on private property. Meanwhile, my neighbors, the Pruitts, had an entire driveway poured for them. So I don't want to hear that excuse that they can't do that. And the other picture you'll see, I've been complaining since the final inspection of Stump Road, are wires just sticking out of the ground out of that piece of equipment that I have to mow around, or that I don't have to, but I do mow around it. And if you go down there, you'll see it is nicely mown, weed trimmed. I do that. But it'd be a heck of a lot easier if it was actually grass instead of dirt and weeds and actually got finished off and those wires get put wherever they're supposed to go. Again, it's been, I don't know how long Stump has been open, what, a year or more? I don't know. But I've been talking about those wires sticking out, nothing happens. So I would greatly appreciate if something would get done with all of it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. King.
RNEC, AC, Honest Dave, Deanoff, City County Public Advocate.
Thank you very much, members of the Board of Aldermen. To the city attorney and city clerk, per chapter 610.021, I am hereby verbally allowed under state law requesting all reports from your wasted $30,000 lobbyist, Tom Dempsey. As I said at the last meeting, it was the total waste of his money. He didn't do anything before the Missouri Department of Transportation. He didn't do anything before the State Transportation Commission. He did absolutely zero on behalf of the city of Jordan Prairie. before the General Assembly. I'd like to see exactly what the city got on its return on investment and what the reports actually state. I ask that you lay over bill number 2631 to allow 2 weeks for Delmar Gardens to weigh in. They have their event, which they've been doing for 31 years, planned on Sunday, June 28th. Because of planning and short notice, there may be a need for the company to file a circuit court injunction against the city of Jordan Prairie. You may also be disappointing the community and the neighborhood who has been used to this event and celebration each and every year for 31 years. As this ordinance is written, I believe it is unconstitutional and an illegal proposed city ordinance. General permits, no permit issued pursuant to this section B shall be issued for more than 1 day or any other day than a Saturday or a state holiday set forth in section 9.010 revised state statutes of Missouri as amended. What about July 4th? What about New Year's? What about other events, a Jubilee, an annual celebration of the retirement community of Delmar Gardens? Number 2 is completed by 9:45 usually each and every year that I've attended. Number 3 is very concerning. No more than, I'd like to remain no more than 6 general permits shall be issued pursuant to this section B in any calendar year. Alderman Wilson proposes to change it to 4, which also I'd like to see it lay over for public comment and for others to testify before you. And C, Sunday permits, no Sunday permit issued pursuant to this subsection C shall be issued more than 1 day or any other day than a Sunday. And number 3, no more than 2 Sunday permits shall be issued pursuant to this subsection C in any calendar year. In my opinion, it's unfair, it's unconstitutional, it's a violation of the First Amendment rights and the separation of church and state. There have been 0 violations by Delmar Gardens. All liability insurances are covered. No safety violations. They are responsible, accountable, and a caring administrative staff. And the Grossbergs and Goldberg families care about the community. They give back to the community free of charge, or to a tradition going on in 5 states. And I ask that
Thank you,
you
Mr. Dinoff. Your time has expired.
not pass any additional restrictions for Delmar
Thank you,
Gardens.
Mr. Dinoff.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for your comments. Any further comments?
No, sir.
Okay, moving on to the new business. Up next, we have bill number 2631. Can I entertain a motion to read bill 2631 by title only for the first time?
So move.
Motion by Mark,
Second.
second by Ryan. All in favor? Any opposed? None heard. City Attorney. Please read bill 2631 by title only for the first time.
An ordinance of the city of Darden Prairie, Missouri, amending the municipal code of the city of Darden Prairie, Missouri by deleting section 212.040 of the municipal code of the city of Darden Prairie, Missouri, and enacting a new section 212.040 thereto, governing firework discharge permits.
Okay. Any further discussion on bill number 2631? Alderman Knight.
Okay, I think I need to give a little history here about our fireworks ordinance. When I went on the board 10 years ago, now it's been 11 years ago, we took it upon then, we needed to have an ordinance that would cover fireworks to a degree. And we spent at least a year working. And there was a group of four aldermen that did. And we took polls, we circulated the questionnaires. We had a meeting here at City Hall where people were invited. Yes, it was sparsely attended, but we made the effort. And I went throughout my subdivision and many others to ask the residents how they felt about fireworks. And the consensus then was that 50% said that they really liked the fireworks. And 25% said they really, really liked the fireworks. And another maybe 20% said that they were ecstatic with the fireworks. So that was my experience then. So now when I got back and saw that they were going to have a discussion about this, last year, this wasn't an issue. It was approved, we went on, it was fine. So this year, be honest, I am in total agreement with Carla Detweiler, my other Ward 2 alderman. I believe that we shouldn't change ordinances once we put them in place. Therefore, I now move to amend this amendment and substitute the words that say, we delete ordinance 2324 in its entirety and replace it with what was there before. Do I hear a second?
Formal motion by Alderman Nay,
I'll second that to hear what he has to say.
second by Mark. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Do we want to, any opposed?
No, it's both.
You want to,
Want more discussion? Allow more discussion. Does
More
anybody like to
discussion.
discuss that?
So I guess, what is the intent of the amendment you're proposing?
I propose that we get rid of this ordinance 2324 and return to what we had before.
So what is in front of the board tonight is simply an amendment.
I
to
understand
section
that.
212.040. So that would require a new draft ordinance to be considered in that regard.
Well, it'd be simple to do because we had it on the books before.
Well, I understand, but just in terms of the agenda item tonight, that would be including removing other code sections not referenced on this agenda item.
Okay, then how about if I move to delay action on this? Delay all enforcement of this ordinance until after the 4th of July or the 5th of July.
Well, again, Alderman Nay, that action is not before the board as posted for the agenda. The revision is strictly to section 212.040.
I don't have
Then,
a problem with what you're trying to do, but it's gonna delay the process of getting this approved for Delmar Gardens if we start doing that though.
All right. So let's look at this a little bit more. Then. Let me see. Then I withdraw that amendment. I do, however, move to amend this motion. Bill 2631. General permits. Paragraph 2. Remove the 10 p.m. and substitute 11 p.m. Section C. Eliminate section C. Well, let's see, what is our section now read?
We need we would have to have section C in order for them to shoot off fireworks on Sunday.
Okay, let's, section C, paragraph 2, eliminate 10 p.m. and substitute 11 p.m. And paragraph 3, eliminate 2 and substitute 4.
is that a formal motion or are we discussing? the
That is the
legal?
amendment.
Well,
I move
I
to amend.
want to make sure I'm following.
The differences is in the time and in the permit, a number of the,
So you're moving to, so Alderman Nay, just to be clear, is making a motion to amend as written to strike 10 p.m. from section B, subsection 2, and replaced with 11 p.m. And
Correct.
additionally, strike 10 p.m., section C, subsection 2, and replaced with 11 p.m. And lastly, strike 2 from section C subsection 3 and replace with 4.
Correct.
And that is a motion to amend. Is there a second?
Good question.
Yeah.
Under C, Sunday permits. Make that 4 Sunday permits? Is that what you're saying?
Alderman Detweiler, I would, so we have a motion on the floor. I would either let the motion be seconded or the motion die for lack of a second.
Is there a second to Alderman Nay's motion? Going once, going twice, none heard. That motion dies. We'll return to discussion. Alderman Detweiler, what is the discussion that you wish to have?
No, my question was, I didn't understand.
So-
Why it was changing to 4.
So effectively, the only change would be to bump back to 11 PM from 10 PM on all permitted nights.
I got that.
Effectively permitting 1 more hour for any time fireworks are authorized. And then additionally, leaving intact the 6 general permits per year, and then adding 2 additional Sunday permits per year.
For a total of 8.
For
Yes.
the year. Once again, I'm gonna say I'm in favor as the motion is written and do that. Blake, I don't have a problem with what you want to change, but in light of what we're looking at right now, and I believe it's a public service to our community and our residents, the 4th of July display that Delmar Garden puts on to have families be able to attend the weekend before, yet letting them serve and attend events with their own families at the time, because most of the ladies are incapacitated in a wheelchair and hard to transport to take them to the display. I know my mother was there. She loved the fireworks. It was a great place. And like I said, it's a good community development and it's a blessing for them to do it. I think it's an asset that they do it. And I know a lot of our residents attend Delmar Gardens there. With that being said, I think we ought to move this as we have it written here. To get through, first of all, they don't want any later than 10 o'clock anyway. As I attend there, they're usually over by 9:30, 9:45. Most of the ladies are wore out by then. They want to go in. So I would also recommend that we look in a second reading, doing that this is coming up soon and quickly. And, to give them the opportunity to provide the notice to people to attend, because it is open to the public and the neighbors, that we also do a second reading on it.
Alderman Johnson's proposing we not making a motion, but proposing to move forward
Yes,
as amended and read twice. Is there any further discussion on that?
Well, Mr. Mayor, I don't believe there's been an amendment yet.
There is
No, there's no
He's
amendment.
correct. He said as read.
It's written, okay.
Sorry, did I say amendment? Yeah, as read.
I'm trying to keep
Well,
it.
this is technically an amendment to the
Correct, correct.
existing
Correct.
ordinance we have. So this is as amended with this, yeah.
Correct.
As it's amended in the. Okay, any further discussion?
I can make a motion to read Bill 2331 for the first time as written.
Motion by Mark to read Bill 2631 for the second time by title only.
Second.
First time.
First time.
Second
Second.
time.
Right, because it adds your,
We already read it once. We've had the
You're correct.
discussion. Now it's to be the
Second
second
time.
time.
Yeah.
I get a second.
I'll second.
Second by Ryan, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? None heard. City Attorney, please read Bill number 2631 by title only for the second time.
An ordinance of the city of Darben Prairie, Missouri, amending the municipal code of the city of Darben Prairie, Missouri by deleting section 212.040 of the municipal code of the city of Darben Prairie, Missouri, and enacting a new section 212.040 thereto governing firework discharge permits.
That was the second reading? We didn't read it the first time.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, you
We did.
read it.
Oh, okay.
You read it
I'm
before.
sorry.
That was discussion.
Any further discussion beyond what we've already had?
No, sir.
Move for a roll call vote on Bill
Motion for
2331.
roll call vote by Alderman Johnson,
So move.
second by Ryan, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? None heard. City Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderman Wilson,
Aye.
Alderman Waters,
Aye.
Alderman Nay,
Aye.
Alderman Johnson,
Aye.
Alderman Gettelmeyer,
Nay.
Alderman Detweiler.
Nay.
4 yeas, 2 nays. Bill number 2631 becomes ordinance number 2423.
And now declare bill number 2631, ordinance number 2423. Moving on to old business. Next up is bill number 2621. This was read on the first time on May 20th, 26th.
23.
Any discussion before we move to the second reading on bill 2621?
Yes, did developers and engineer get together and discuss the sidewalk issue?
We have not discussed the sidewalk issue completely as we are still trying to understand the project moving forward on Bates Road. What we applied for and what was motioned to proceed with was the bike lanes with coming back for approval. So the sidewalk in front of Bates Road is still to remain the 5 foot wide with our project. So I don't believe there would be a need for the developer to go in and put in a shared use path, since our project is not placing a shared use path along the entirety of Bates Road.
Okay. So where are we with, never mind, we're not on that subject. Okay. Motion to read Bill 2621 for the second time by title only.
So moved.
Motion by Alderman Johnson to read bill 2621 by title only for the second time. Second by Alderman Wilson, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None heard. City Attorney, please read bill 2621 by title only for the second time.
An ordinance of the city of Darden Prairie, Missouri, approving the rezoning of certain real property located at 2108 and 2128 Bates Road from R1A Single Family Residential District to R1D Single Family Residential District Plan Unit Development PUD, and approving an area plan with conditions for the same.
Thank you. Okay. Any further discussions or questions? I know the developer is present tonight.
Move for a roll call vote on Bill 2621.
Motion for roll call vote by Alderman Johnson,
So move.
second by Alderman Wilson, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? None heard. City Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderman Nay,
Aye.
Alderman Johnson,
Aye.
Alderman Gettelmeyer,
Aye.
Alderman Detweiler. I'm sorry, Alderman Detweiler.
Aye.
Okay. Alderman Wilson,
Aye.
Alderman Waters.
Aye.
6 yeas, 0 nays. Bill number 2621 becomes ordinance 2424.
And now declare bill number 2621, ordinance number 2424. Moving on to additional business, item number 2 is bill number 2622, read for the first time on May 20th. Any discussion before we move on to the second reading?
I just want to say I reviewed the property. The owner did update it, cleaned it up. He's committed to keeping it up to date and not to store anything in that on it. Favor of.
Any further discussion?
Motion to read Bill 2622 for
I'm
the
sorry.
second time.
I'm trying to get my thoughts together before I say this. I apologize, Alderman Johnson. But once we change this,
Did he finish the motion?
oh, I'm sorry.
He didn't finish the motion. Does that count? Does he need to finish saying the motion? Or?
Well, right, so he started making the motion, so the motion will be on the floor.
All right, so
Now, that being said, we can wait for a second.
if there's no second, the motion will die and we continue discussion. But anyone would like to second the motion?
You can discuss it after a second too.
None heard. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, once we change this, it's gonna be commercial forever. It won't be residential. We can't turn it back to residential. Is that correct? But Post Road is a live road with our residents going through. What is going to be the game changer by turning this commercial? I mean, what's gonna be
It's,
the
it's,
win? I
it's
guess.
by the rules of the city for them to conduct their business out of there for the commercial change.
No, I
You
can't, we can't
talking-
hear you.
He's in the mic.
It's by the ordinance of the city that they have to change to commercial to run their office out of that location. They were just running it. They didn't really want to go commercial originally. And use it for residents down the line also, but they're not using it for resident at this time. And they're running an office out of there. It's just a couple people that are there or someone to stop by and pick something up. There's no storage of any materials, no trucks parked there, company trucks, ladders, equipment, or anything like that. So they've already made improvements on it. They put new siding up, cleaned up the buildings and stuff like that. And they continue to improve the property around it.
And yeah, I did miss this. That's why I'm asking these questions.
Right.
So, the resident's gonna keep the building the way it is. Is that correct?
Yes.
Or he's not gonna grow?
No, sorry.
Okay, thank you. Okay, that was my questions.
But I
Thank you.
think the point is, you asked the question,
Yeah,
will it remain C1 moving for the future in perpetuity? Yes, the answer is yes.
but he cannot change back to R1. Is that correct or
I mean, it'd
incorrect?
have to take another board action for it to come and change to R1,
Yes, what I thought. Yeah.
but that also carries on with any additional sale of the property to keep it to C1 and the property. There's no way that if he sells the property, that it would still stay C1. Or it
Okay.
would stay, it could go back to R1. So,
Okay.
it's R1A now, the request is to go to C1
Okay.
and all rights would go with it
Okay.
for the future.
Okay.
But
Thank you.
the guarantees of keeping it the way that it is doesn't matter from what I'm, and understanding from your question. He can guarantee all he wants, but it stays with the property.
Thank you.
Yep.
So has the scaffolding was behind the shed or garage, whatever that other building is, has that all been removed?
Yeah, when I went by the other day, there was nothing there. I mean, hopefully there's nothing there now.
And what was the point of putting all the gravel down if you're only gonna have a couple people in there for an office?
For a truck, if they have to stop by and pick something up or something, then turn around. I mean, they can't park out on the road.
I went by the property tonight on the way over here and it was
Can't
clear.
hear you.
I went by the property tonight en route, coming to the meeting tonight, and the property is clear of any debris. So the scaffolding has been moved. And, there's nothing that would indicate that it's a commercial business other than the fact that it has a extended gravel driveway. It looks fine. It's acceptable. It looks better than it did
Yes.
a month ago, for sure.
But once it gets, I'm not sure of the relevance to this because once it gets approved into C1, it's all permitted I mean, the way it looks today, once it gets rolled into C1, they can do whatever they want with it and it's within their bounds and rights. So I'm not sure the relevance to what it looks like today versus what we're about to do if we, with this vote. So
And what is the benefit to the city of making this C1? Is there are we gonna get revenue out of it, making it a commercial? Are we gonna get more taxes out of the property? I would like to know what the city's benefit is for this property to change from residential to commercial.
Well, the benefit is easy. We turn it to commercial. They can business, if it's not theirs, another business could come in and start one and generate some tax revenue. So if they don't generate it, but getting it changed to commercial is a plus, particularly on Post Road.
I mean, we have discussed right there on Post Road, the post being gone and turning commercial and everything else. I mean, That's all been in discussion for years here with this board. That's, Post Road all the way down to Town Square. That is the ideal thing to have all commercial. I mean, that's what this city needs for revenue.
Is that in the comprehensive plan?
But it's been
that-
discussed many a times and at this board and work sessions about it's been, even when we had that open house a couple years ago that was on the board there, all those things.
Any further discussion on bill number 2622?
Motion to read 2622 for a second time.
I got a motion by Mark to read bill number 2622 by second time.
So move.
Second by Ryan, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? None heard. City Attorney, please read bill number 2622 by title only for the second time.
An ordinance of the city of Darvin Prairie, Missouri, approving a rezoning request for 2355 Post Road from R1B Single Family Residential District to C1 Local Commercial District.
Any further discussion? Entertain a motion for roll call vote on bill number 2622.
So moved.
Motion by Mark,
Second.
second by Blake, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? None heard. City Clerk?
Alderman Johnson,
Aye.
Alderman Gettemeyer,
Nay.
Alderman Detweiler,
Nay.
Alderman Wilson,
Aye.
Alderman Waters,
Aye.
Alderman Nay,
Aye.
4 yeas, 2 nays. Bill number 2622 becomes ordinance number 2425.
I now declare bill number 2622, ordinance number 2425. Okay, on to item number 3 on old business, bill number 2623. So it looks like an ordinance. Okay, can I get any discussion before we read bill number 2623 for the second time? Not heard? And entertain a motion to read bill number 2623 by title only for the second time.
So moved.
Moved by Mark,
Second.
second by Blake, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? None heard. City Attorney, please read bill number 2623 by title only for the second time.
An ordinance of the city of Darvin Prairie, Missouri, amending various provisions of sections 405.175 and 405.180 regarding multiple family dwellings.
Any further discussion?
Move for a roll call vote on bill 2623.
Motion by Alderman Johnson,
Second.
second by Alderman Detweiler, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? None heard. City Clerk, please. Oh, is it? Read.
Roll call.
Roll call vote.
Alderman Waters,
Aye.
Alderman Wilson,
Aye.
Alderman Detweiler,
Aye.
Alderman Gettemeyer,
Aye.
Alderman Johnson,
Aye.
Alderman Nay,
Aye.
6 yeas, no nays. Bill number 2623 becomes ordinance number 2426.
And now declare bill number 2623, ordinance number 2426. Okay, that clears up the old business and moves us on to officer and staff communications. First up on the agenda, City Attorney.
I have nothing, Mr. Mayor.
City Engineer.
I have nothing, Mayor.
City Administrator. Further, Alderman.
I'd like to welcome our new city administrator, Kyle. I think he's going to be a big asset to our city, and I welcome with open arms. Look forward to working with him.
Go ahead, Lauren.
I have a comment regarding the love of fireworks that apparently is prevalent. I will say that I have rescue pets, rescue dogs that are traumatized, have to be medicated with trazodone, and still it is a nightmare experience for the duration of the fireworks celebrations. And also, that farm has drier conditions, and I'm surprised that the fire department is not worried about that field catching fire, because that's the field that they have the corn maze celebration and they sell pumpkins. But I just wanted to say that it's not necessarily rainbows and unicorns for everybody with fireworks. There are people like myself that really have traumatic issues with it. Thank you.
A couple of things real quick. City engineer, I would love for you to, we did this last year, but the Darting Prairie Bridge, right next to Qdoba.
Yeah,
The weeds are getting high. on
Bram.
it. Yeah, so please, if you can look out for that
Yep.
as well too.
we can do that.
And just wanted to ask, did you guys, anybody hear about the closing of Highway 364 at all? Is that happening? Is that a thing?
I would defer to the city engineer.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about that.
Okay. All right, I just heard some on NPR that sending closing it for 2 weeks. I didn't know if that was a true thing or not.
No.
It's at 40? Okay, then I'm wrong. 64.
It's likely the 70-64 interchange because they're about to hit the precipice of that project.
Okay, it starts at 364. Okay. Okay. Thank you. That's helpful. Do we have to make sure residents know about that? Is that something we can do?
I mean, it's,
Though, on Facebook, just to make sure that those MoDOT traffic alerts are getting out.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you very much for clarifying that. Oh, no, I hear you. But
thank you, Ryan.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Laura. Anything further? Nothing heard. Okay. That leaves it up to me. And, there's a lot of people here that weren't in the audience before, when we had the work session, but, we did award, a young family, a fishing trip through, Catfishing STL, at our first annual Kids Fishing Day, which was held at Fairhaven Lake last Saturday. As I said in the earlier meeting, I'll say it again because there's a lot of new faces out here that I think residents need to hear it. The staff worked really hard on this and made an excellent event. I mean, it was phenomenal. It was just a lot of work that went into it. I want to thank all the staff members that made this happen. Any new event takes a lot of creativity and work, and there was certainly plenty of it from the Public Works Department getting out there, Brandy, making signs that were very creative and kid-friendly, and good advertisements from the IT department, and just hard work from the Public Works. And thanks, Kyle, for your stepping in. And Kyle got here, and right away he was dropped into the fire, make this happen, and it all came together. So thank you for your leadership. And on that note, I want to echo, a welcome, which you already said in the previous meeting, but I'll say it again for the sake of this crowd. We're excited to have you on board. Kyle comes from Ashland. He brings over a decade of city administrator experience to Darden Prairie from cities, a couple cities from Iowa to Ashland, Missouri, most recently. He's moved here. He moved his whole family here. He's put a lot of skin in the game for us, and we're happy to have him and excited that he's on board with us, and we're looking forward to working with you and your leadership in the city. I think that's kind of the main thing. We've got a few events coming up here in the next few weeks. And one of the big ones is, this is our 25th anniversary of being incorporated as a city. And right now, there are invitations going out to all the former mayors, as well as some of the other delegate, respected people in the community that are from elected officials. And but I also want to open the invitation up, and you'll see some more about it. We're going to have an event here in the park to commemorate our 25th anniversary. And obviously, it's pretty significant, if you put it together, 25 years of little old Darden Prairie and 250 years of the United States of America. So it's an exciting time for our city in many ways. And if you can come out to the 25th anniversary of the city, please do. We look forward to seeing you there. We're going to have an ice cream social afterwards to sort of lift everybody's spirits, and, who can be, everybody's going to be happy with ice cream, I assume. So anyway, that being said, I will make a motion to the first meeting since I was an alderman, if I did that. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. Thank you, everybody, for sharing your thoughts and your ideas. I appreciate you all coming out and participating in this government of ours. And we thank you so much. And thank you, Officer Tom in the back, for keeping us safe. And anyway, with that being said, I entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
By Blake, second by Laura, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? None heard.